On this channel, we provide useful programming information with practical code examples. This time, it's about async, await in TypeScript. You can learn how to use the fetch function with async, await, along with sample code. You can also learn how to execute multiple asynchronous operations in parallel using promise.all. Enabling subtitles will make the code descriptions easier to understand. In TypeScript, async is a keyword for concisely describing asynchronous operations and behaves similarly to JavaScript's async, await syntax. Async functions are designed to make handling functions that return promises more intuitive. Functions declared with the async keyword always return a promise. Here is a basic example. In this example, because the async function always returns a promise, the returned value is automatically resolved using promise resolve. In other words, data received becomes a promise less than string and is treated as an asynchronous operation. The await keyword can only be used inside an async function. This provides the ability to pause and wait for the result of a promise before continuing with the function execution. In the following example, asynchronous processing using fetch is written with async, await. In this example, await is used to wait for the completion of the promise returned by the fetch function, and its result is assigned to the variable response. Further, the result of response JSON is also awaited. Errors that occur during asynchronous processing can be caught using the standard try-catch syntax. If an error occurs at the await part, that error is handled in the catch block. In the above example, the result of the fetch function is awaited using await, and if an error occurs, it is handled with try-catch. Intuitive asynchronous processing. By using async, await, the code flow is more intuitive than using promise, chains, then, or catch, allowing it to be written like synchronous processing. Easy error handling. Using try-catch simplifies error handling in asynchronous operations. You can write more readable code than by using promise chains. An async function always returns a promise. Therefore, even without explicitly returning a promise, asynchronous processing is possible by using the async keyword. In the code above, a synchronous value, 42, is returned, but since it is inside an async function, it is automatically converted to promise resolve 42. When executing multiple asynchronous functions in succession, you can use await to control their order. In this example, fetch data 2 inches is executed after waiting for fetch data 1 to complete. This is more readable compared to using a promise chain. If you want to execute asynchronous operations in parallel, you can use promise.all to handle multiple promises simultaneously. In this case, fetch data 1 and fetch data 2 inches are executed at the same time, and the process proceeds after both are resolved. This allows for efficient handling of multiple asynchronous operations. An async function returns a promise, and by using the await keyword, you can wait for the result of an asynchronous operation. By using try-catch, error handling in asynchronous operations becomes simpler. By using promise.all, it is possible to execute multiple asynchronous operations in parallel. Async await is widely used in TypeScript and JavaScript because it allows for simpler description of asynchronous operations. The source code for this video can be downloaded from the official website. If you like, please visit the URL in the description to aid your learning. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to enjoy more content, please subscribe to the channel.